Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So today's video is going to be a collab with my dear friend Freya. Her channel name is Vixen Ghoul, and of course I will have her channel and her video linked in my description box. Freya is one of the most beautiful and one of the most talented creators here on this platform. She creates the most beautiful, intricate, dynamic eye looks. I am always in absolute awe of what she can do with eyeshadows. And not only that, but she is one of my dearest friends. She lives in the UK and I live in the United States. And I really hope that someday she and I are able to meet up in person because we have a lot in common. We get along really well and I love to chat with her on Instagram. So we started chatting again on Instagram and thought it would be really fun to do a collab around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, creating the most glam look ever. Now, when someone says a glam eye look or a glam makeup look, I instantly think of silver shimmer. I don't know why, but I always do. So I really wanted to pull a really nice silver shimmer into this look today. So I looked through my collection and I grabbed this palette here. And this is the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. And I got this in a BoxyCharm a while ago. And it's been a while since I've used this, but I just love the silver shimmer that is in this palette right here. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know some of you might not think that this looks like a very glam palette. It's pretty neutral, pretty toned down, pretty simple. But I really wanted to show that you can choose a more neutral palette, more simple color story, and still create an absolutely beautiful glam look. So that's what I wanted to do today. I know that not everybody loves colorful shadows. I know a lot of you do, but I don't know. I just thought it would be cool to kind of make an example out of this little palette and show how glam it can actually be. So if you guys are interested to watch my look come together with me using the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette for my collab with Freya, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get started on this most glam look ever. Although I probably should rephrase mine. Mine's gonna be the most neutral glam look ever, maybe the most simple glam look ever. Now I do have my brows done and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. And as you can tell, things look a little bit different behind me. This is actually my son's bedroom that I film in, and he is home right now for his break from college. And so he's sleeping in here amongst all of my makeup. And it looked like an absolute bomb had gone off in here. So I said, Mommy has to film. So can you please come up here and kind of straighten some things up? And he did a pretty decent job. It's a little bit more livable in here. I could actually walk and get over to my chair and my desk and sit down to film here. Okay, so of course I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette for my look today. And I just thought this had the most beautiful silver shimmer in here. And I don't know why, but that's always what I think of when someone says a glam eye look or a glam makeup look. Silver shimmer just bing pops into my head. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here and put that in my transition area. And I would love to know what your guys' plans are for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever you're doing. I'd love to chat about that in the comment section. I don't think that I've ever really done anything that exciting for New Year's Eve. I'm sitting here trying to think of, some fun story I could tell you guys about my New Year's Eve, but I've never really gotten up to any shenanigans on New Year's Eve ever. I was a mom by 24, so, once I had my kids, I wasn't really out partying anymore. I'm sure I went to some New Year's Eve parties in college, but nothing really stands out in my memory of anything super wild and crazy. I do remember, though, after my kids were born, when they were little, going to my Nana's house, my dad's mom, and all my aunt and uncles and my cousins and their kids and stuff would be there, and we'd have a blast. We'd pig out, we'd play games or watch movies, so that was always really fun. But yeah, I can't really think of a time that I really let my hair down and went wild and crazy on New Year's Eve ever. And I love the shade. This is just a really nice brown shade, obviously pretty neutral. But the formula of Huda Beauty mattes are really nice. They are very pigmented and they blend out really beautifully. And very happy with both this palette and the Emerald Obsessions palette that I have. And I've thought about getting BoxyCharm again. I was getting the Ice Cream Beauty box. I got that 3 times, I think, two times, 3 times. And I don't know, I just feel like it's a little overkill with the makeup collection that I have. But, when I use products from those boxes, I'm like, oh, I should get them again, but I really don't need to get them again. I think I'm done with that shade for now. I might go back in and mess around with that a little bit more, but I'm gonna grab this brush now and I'm gonna go into this shade here, this darker brown matte, and deepen that up a little bit. Just gonna start in the outer V and then kind of go into my crease here a little bit. And, you know, you guys might think that this is a glam look. I mean, you're using a really neutral, simple palette. And I know I am. But I really wanted to show that you don't necessarily have to go, you know, completely bonkers with a super colorful palette, you know, super colorful mattes and shimmers. You can create a very beautiful glam look and use a simple palette. You know, you use a more neutral palette. And I don't know, that's just kind of where I wanted to head in this video today, just kind of what I wanted to show. And I know sometimes people just really want to put a simple look together. You know, it's New Year's Eve, you got all this other stuff going on. You want to look beautiful, you want to look glam, but you don't necessarily want to take, you know, 3 hours to put a makeup look together. Now for the shimmer. I'm so excited. I'm going to go to this silver shimmer right here and put this pretty much all the way across the lid, I think. And I would love to know what your favorite glam palette is, or what your favorite, you know, idea of a glam look is. Let me know about that in the comment section. Where is my setting spray? There it is. Oh, geez. Things have been moved around quite a bit in this room since my son came home from college. I was like, when he first came in here, and oh yeah, that's so pretty. When he first got here and started bringing his stuff in the house, I'm like, oh my God. And it's been wonderful having him here. It really has been. You know, he's a lot of fun to be around. I keep trying to get him to sit down and film with me. We were talking about that the other night, and I said, Braden, I have to film a video pretty soon. Will you please get in the video with me just for a couple minutes? You don't have to sit there the whole time, or, you know, we don't have to film like a half an hour long video together. Just hang out with me for a couple minutes in a video. And he's like, I don't know, Mom. I'll think about it. And he's currently not here. So that's why he's not filming with me right now. But I'm really hoping that while he's here, I can sit his butt down in a chair in here and we can film together. That would be so much fun. He's just great. He's really funny, and just, I don't know, he's just too much sometimes. He's just great. I love this shade. Man, I just think it's so dynamic and beautiful and very glam. Very, very glam. And I might need to go over it with my finger. We'll see. And I'm actually not really getting much fallout. I thought I would from the shade, but I'm really not. And I have no idea what palette or shadows Freya is using. We didn't tell each other what we were going to do. We just thought we'd just, you know, use our own creative license and just use whatever we wanted to. And that's really fun. Oh, I love that. Okay, cool. And I am getting some fallout right here, but that's okay because I can clean that up. I don't have any of my face makeup on. So now I really want to deepen up the outer V, and I want to go into this black matte here. It's a really nice black matte, and I think I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for this shade. Just, you know, put a little black shadow on there and put that in my outer V. This is one of my favorite black mattes that I own in my collection. And I'm just kind of stamping on there a little bit just to kind of take that edge away from that silver shimmer. And I am getting a little bit of fallout down here, but I think what I'll do is use this on my lower lash line as well. And a good black matte to me is one that's very pigmented. It's not patchy, but it also blends really well. Because sometimes with black mattes, if they're super pigmented, it's like you put the shadow on and it just kind of stays where you put it. It doesn't like move around, blend at all. And this one really does that very, very nicely, I think. I love it. And now I'm going to go back in with this brush, go back into this shade here, and just kind of, you know, tone the edge of that black matte out just a little bit. Make it look a little bit more blended. So I do also kind of want to take the edge of that down just a little bit because it's looking a little harsh to me. I like to make that look a little softer if I can. So I think I'm going to go to this shade here, this lighter tan matte shade, and put that down towards the outer part of that other shade. Makes no sense, but you guys will see what I'm doing here in a second. Oh, geez. And my husband got me a new makeup mirror for Christmas, and I'm just loving it. It's really nice, and it's very nice and clean. My other mirror was absolutely disgusting, and I cleaned it off. You know, I clean it off pretty regularly, but I must not have been doing a very good job, because when I bought this one up here, this mirror that I'm using right now up here, and I set it down next to the old mirror, I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. And I've been using that. But when your mirror is super clean, you see a lot of things on your face, especially on the magnetized side where you're like, you. It's like, oh my God. Oh, I was living in the land of ignorant bliss with my other mirror, but boy, this one shows every little everything on my face. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with this eye look. I think this looks very glam. I really do. You guys might not agree with me, but I love that silver shimmer. I think it's absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my other eye, my lower lash lines, the rest of my face makeup, the finishing touches, and I'll come right back and show you how this most glam look ever, or most neutral glam look ever, most simple glam look ever came together. I am back and this is the finished look, and I really like how this look turned out. Now, is it the most glam look ever? No, it's not, and I know that. But what I wanted to do today is just show you that you can use a neutral palette or maybe a more simple color story and still put together a very pretty glam look. And I don't know what's going on with me lately, but I'm really kind of digging my neutral palettes more than my colorful palettes. I don't know why. I probably will flip and go the other direction here soon. But anyway, I love that eyeshadow palette. And of course, I'm going to show it to you again and we'll talk about it. But I did want to talk about a few things I put on my face today. Actually, I'm going to show you all the products that I put on my face today because I've gotten really bad about listing those products in my description box. Just kind of gotten a little lazy here. So let's start off with my foundation. I do have the Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer on my face today. This is in the shade LG3, I believe. And when I did my base product collection and declutter video, I remembered how much I love this product because it's been a while. And it's such a nice, natural looking tinted moisturizer, you know, very skin-like, provides a decent amount of coverage, not too much, not too little. I just love it. And then for my concealer, I use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in the shade Fair 10N. And this is one of my absolute favorite concealers. The good thing about this is that you don't really have to set it under your eyes. It dries down really well, and I think it's very brightening and really nice consistency. I did use my L'Oreal Perfect Hydra Perfect loose setting powder, and I think I already put that away and I don't want to get up and go grab it. Really nice powder. And then for my blush, I did use the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Blush in the shade, I think this is what, Spiced Plum. Yes, I love this blush. It's so nice. And I don't know, felt like this would be a good shade to pull in today. And then for my highlighter, I used the CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner Super Glow. And this is in the shade Pearl Crush. And I put this in my inner corner as well. I just think this is such a lovely highlighter, and it's pretty affordable. I'm really digging using this. And then for my mascara, I did use the Berry M Feature Length Mascara that my beautiful friend Linda sent to me all the way from Sweden. And you guys know I've used this many times on my channel. I love it. It's a beautiful mascara. And then for my upper lid liner, I did use my Rimmel London Scandaleyes, what is this, Precision Micro Eyeliner in black. Really wonderful, affordable eyeliner, and it worked really well over the top of the silver shimmer. And then for my lower waterline, I did use the Araceli, I believe this is how you pronounce the brand. This is the Ojo Perfecto Gel Pencil Eyeliner in black. This works really well in the waterline. I don't love it on my lid because it just, I don't know, it's kind of emollient, I guess I would say. And so, you know, my eyelids get a little oilier, I guess. And so this doesn't do real well on my eyelid, but in my waterline, it works perfectly. And then on my lips, I have the Gosh Cosmetics Liquid Matte Lips Liquid Lipstick in the shade The Red 009. And my dear friend Pia, Makeup by Huda Beauty Smoky, she sent this to me all the way from Denmark. I love this particular shade of red because it's kind of like, I don't know, like a dark orange and red mixed together. And I think it's just a really unique shade of red. And I just felt like, you know what, if you're going to do a glam eye look, you better have a red lip on. And so I grabbed this one. I love it. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. I did use the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette today. I just wanted to show you guys that you can use a neutral palette, you know, a smaller color story, a more simple color story, and still put together a very pretty glam look. And I don't know, I think I did that. I don't know, you guys can be the judge of that. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. You guys might be like, that's the furthest thing from glam I would ever think of. But I really enjoy using this, and it's really easy to use. You know, everything goes together. It doesn't take a long time to figure out how to put the shades together to create an eye look. And I love this silver shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. And I put a combination of this shade and this shade on my lower lash line, just kind of, I don't know, made it as smoky and blown out as I thought I needed to make it. And the mattes in here are really nice. They're very pigmented. They blend out well. And I don't know that I've ever used any of these shimmer shades, these kind of satiny shades in here. I'm looking at them and I think I've swatched them, but I don't think I've ever put them on my lid because this silver shimmer just takes over my entire life every time I open up this palette. I just think it's so gorgeous. It's very thick and buttery. And the Emerald Obsessions palette that I have, the shimmers in that one, I've used more than just one of the shimmers in that one. Same type of consistency, you know, that just thick, buttery, beautiful, applies on the lid absolutely amazingly. Now this is a little bit chunkier, I would say, than like the other shimmers in the Emerald Obsessions palette. You know, like you kind of have to dig into the shadow a little bit, you know, kind of get a couple chunks on your brush. And then if you spray it and then smooth it over your lid, I think it works beautifully. And I really do like how this look came together. I really do. And, you know, I don't know that this is my most glam look ever. And I know that was the challenge here. That was what we were supposed to do for our collab today. But like I said, I don't know. I'm really digging my neutral palettes right now. And I just really wanted to pull in a silver shimmer that I love. I thought about using the Nabla Cutie Platinum palette, but I don't know. I just opened that up and it spoke to my heart, and I just wanted to try to create a simple, neutral, but glam look with that palette. And I think I did that. And of course, I'm going to have Freya's channel and her video linked in my description box. It's always an absolute pleasure to collab with Freya. And I know she is going to definitely create the most glam look ever. And I can't wait to see what palette she chose, what shades she's going to put together. It's going to be really fun to watch her video. If you guys have not yet gone to subscribe to her channel, please do so. She is so talented, so beautiful, so fun to watch, so inspiring to me. And I really hope that we do many more collabs during the new year. And I would love to know if you guys have this palette, what you think of it. If you do think I created a glam look with that palette today, and if you don't think I created a glam look with that palette today, let me know in the comment section. We can chat about it. And I really want to wish you guys a very happy new year, 2023. I can't believe we are in 2023 now. Unbelievable. And I would love to know what you guys did for New Year's, if you guys are doing something for New Year's Day, you know, what your plans are. Let's talk about it. And I just really hope that this new year brings us all a lot of happiness and joy and peace and success and good health. You know, I think those are all really wonderful things to hope for. And I really do genuinely hope all of those things for all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed, you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again on my next video. But in the meantime, please take care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I hope to see you very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.
Drop it.